Starting position. Stand with the feet placed between hip and shoulder width apart, with the toes pointed slightly outward so the knees track directly over the feet. Squat down with the hips lower than shoulders and grasp the bar evenly with a shoulder width pronated grip. Position the arms outside the knees with the elbows fully extended and pointing out to the sides. Position the bar approximately 1 inch in front of the shins and over the balls of your feet. First pull. Begin the exercise by forcefully extending the hips and the knees. Keep the back or the torso angled constantly in the relation to the floor. Do not let the hips rise before or faster than the shoulders, and keep the back flat or slightly arched. Maintain full elbow extension with the head neutral in relation to the spine, and the shoulders over or slightly ahead of the bar. Keep the bar as close to the shins as possible. As the bar rises to just above the knees, thrust the hips forward and slightly reflex the knees to move the thighs against the knees under the bar. As the knees reflex, shift the body's weight forward towards the balls of the feet, keeping the heels on the ground. Maintain a flat or slightly arched back with elbows fully extended and pointing out to the sides, the shoulders over or slightly ahead of the bar, and the head neutral in relation to the spine. At the finish of the scoop, the body is in position for the second pull, and quickly extending the hips, knees, and ankles. The bar should pass close to the torso as possible. Keep the shoulders over the bar and the elbows extended as long as possible while the hips, knees, and ankles are extending. As the lower body joints fully extend, rapidly shrug the shoulders upwards. The elbows should be kept extended and pointing out to the sides during the shrugging movement. As the shoulders reach the highest elevation, flex the elbows to begin pulling the body under the bar. The catch phase of the power clean ends with the bar on the anterior deltoids in the clavicles, similar to the arm and bar position of the front squat. As the second pull ends with the bar at maximal height, pull the body under the bar by rotating the arms and hands around, then under the bar, and reflex the hips and knees to approximately a quarter squat position. The feet will recontact the floor in a slightly wider stance in comparison to the starting position. Downward movement. At the completion of the repetition, rotate the arms back around to the bar to unrack it from the anterior deltoids and clavicles, and slowly lower the bar down to the thigh. Slightly flex the hips and knees and cushion the impact of the bar on the thighs. At the completion of the set, slowly flex the hips and knees at the same rate to return the bar to the floor.
Hang clean. That begins with the bar just above the knees instead of the floor.
Once the bar is positioned at the front of the shoulders, check to be sure that the grip on the bar is even, pronated, closed, and about shoulder width apart. All repetitions begin from this position. The dip. Keeping the torso erect and the head in a neutral position, flex the hips and knees at a slow to moderate speed to move the bar in a straight path downward. Do not change the position of the arms. The downward movement is not a full squat, but rather a dip. Upward movement. Immediately upon reaching the lowest position of the dip, reverse the movement by rapidly extending the knees and hips and ankles to move the bar overhead. As the lower body joints reach full extension, shrug the shoulders to begin the movement of the bar upward off the shoulders. Note that the feet may come up off the floor as the shoulders elevate. The neck must slightly hyperextend to allow the bar to pass by the chin. The catch phase is similar to the second half of the shoulder press exercise. The hips and knees are already fully extended after the drive, and the shoulder and arms press the bar up to an overhead position. Once the bar is extended, establish the following positions: fully extended elbows, erect torso, neutral head position, flat feet, bar slightly behind the head. The feet will recontact the floor in a slightly wider stance in comparison to the starting position. The body's weight should be balanced over the middle of the feet. Stand in a fully erect position to gain control of the bar and achieve balance.